welcome to video 2. What I really wanted to talk about, I decided to skip for video 3 because I kind of think video 2 is kind of important for discussing the aftermath of January. So, gosh, where do I even start? Alright, so to start, I checked YouTube, and because I was a content creator before all this and during this and all that crap, I noticed I got new comments on my videos, which was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I went and checked, and my God, like, awful. They were awful comments. Like, really, just insulting me, horrible names. And to be honest, I really don't care that people have a negative opinion of me because I left dipshit, and everything. It's whatever. I don't care. But the thing is, what did bother me is the fact that these were on my YouTube videos where anybody could see them. Anybody. Because they were public. So I deleted them, and they just kept. I think I was harassed like 2 times after that. But what's interesting, so during the time this was going on in January and all that, I was having really bad sleeping issues. I could barely sleep. I'd be up basically all night. I was getting 2 to 3 hours of sleep. And the day this like the morning that I discovered these comments, this was 6 in the morning, and I was just so upset. I decided I'm gonna walk to the closest grocery store, get something to drink, because every grocery store, well, not every, but a lot of the main ones, open at 6 a.m. As someone who has worked as a cashier for 2.5 years, I can definitely guarantee you, almost every chain grocery store opens at 6. So I went to the grocery store. And then as I'm walking back home, this is like 6:30. I see him. I bump into him. I'm like, oh my God, why are you out here at 6:30 in the morning? You are never out at 6:30 in the morning. Ever. And so we bump into each other. And like the first thing I said is, what the fuck with YouTube? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I showed it to him. I said, explain this. Was this you? And because keep in mind, dude is known for faking phone numbers, making numerous email accounts, numerous social media, just to fuck with people. He is a horrible person. So So I'm like, explain this. Was this you? And he said, no, that wasn't me. I don't think those things about you. And then he's like, you know how beautiful you are and stuff like that. And I'm like, right. Yeah, okay. One, insulting my appearance means absolutely nothing to me because I am used to it. I've dealt with people insulting my appearance for years. So, same goes with compliments. I don't really believe them unless it comes from certain people. And by certain people, I mean one person. Hi, love. So buttering me up and telling me I'm beautiful and stuff really means nothing to me. It's like, yeah, right. Who are you trying to kid? So he tells me, oh, well, it must be his one really good friend. And I'm like, well, does this one really good friend know what hell you put me through for 20 years? And he's like, well, no. And I'm like, well, then you better start telling. And, so as far as I know, he did. He actually started telling some people. I don't know who he all told. I was there when he told his mother. So I was there for that. However, I don't know who else he told. So I deleted the comments. I was harassed 2 times, I think extra more, until I just stopped uploading. And I wound up asking him one day back when I was on sorta speaking terms. In other words, trying to be civil. I'm like, so should I even bother uploading anymore? And he's like, probably not. And I'm like, I hate you. I hate you with a passion. And I feeling really upset because I really love to sing and stuff, and I'm very self-conscious about my voice. That I had taken joy in making sing-along videos, because I don't do straight up singing. I sing along to music and I record it. It was something I really loved, and hearing that most likely I will still be getting harassed made me actually delete my then YouTube channel. I know I could have had it where I would monitor the comments and stuff, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be a open playing field. I don't know if that's really the word I want to use, but in this case, I guess it'll work. So I deleted my YouTube account. I was so sad. I was crushed. And I will end up making a new one, which is this one. And, so there's that. And I was getting text messages from people saying that I should forgive him, that he's learned his lesson, to which I'm like, bullshit. And that, he's sorry, I'm like, no, he's not. He's not sorry at all. He's only sorry because I finally left. That's why. And I told him for years, keep treating me the way you do, I will eventually leave. And I did. Only because of love. And that's pretty much it. So, there was that. Then what was it? So, about, I would say late January. I want to say late January. I don't know how he convinced me, but he convinced me to come along with him and a friend. I wasn't going to say a friend of ours, but I basically figured out where loyalties lie, and they were not with me. to go on a outing with them to this one variety store. And again, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I went. And he, again, is like trying to get me to come back to him. And I keep saying, oh, hell no, not happening. Too bad, so sad. Shit like that. And then he asked me if there was someone else. Now, he did ask me that before, which was the night of the 17th or 18th. Like I said, I don't freaking remember. It was between like 4 hours. And I finally said, yeah, there is. And he asked who. And I said, oh, you would not believe it in a million years. Because to be a little honest, I'm still pretty dumbfounded about this myself, although I'm very quite happy. And I told him who it was, because he was guessing. He was like guessing, well, is it our friend so-and-so? I'm like, no, considering he and I have like nothing really in common. And he's like guessing like people, and I'm like, no. And then I'm like, it's love. And my God, the look on his face was priceless. Yeah. The next thing you know, I'm being called things, and just like how his dad went back to his first wife, and everything. Who I'm pretty sure he has. I don't think she's the one he may have a kid with. I think he may have a kid with someone else. I'm not 100% sure. He told me that this girl looks just like his middle sister. And apparently acts like her too. Which means I'm pretty sure the sociopath gene went to that one as well. So, yeah, there was a lot of that. Then there was a very embarrassing question. I'm not even going to repeat what the question was, because I hate that I lied. I had to, because I was honestly afraid of what his reaction would be. So I had to lie, and thank God he bought it. Yeah. Which really shows that I just, like, I think I was like, completely, like, dumbfounded about the two questions that he asked me regarding, love. And, but yeah, he bought it. Yeah. Dumbass. And, so, let's just say the whole time that I was there, and everything was just gosh dang awful. Like, it was very nerve-wracking. I did not want to be alone with him at all. I just wanted to go home. And, so which I did go home that day. I told Love what happened. I told him the two questions I was asked. And I said, I am so sorry I lied. But I feel like I had no choice, because if I would have told the truth, things would have been really bad. And the fact I was still dealing with a broken toe, because I still am dealing with a broken toe. Yeah. Yeah, I apologize, like, over and over again, for lying, not so much lying to Love, because I did not, but lying about Love to Dipshit. So that happened. Shortly after that happened, my social media accounts were hacked into. My American Girl doll Instagram account was hacked into. It's still up. I forgot what the name of it is, but it's still up. Every time I try to change the password, because of the fact, well, one, I'm pretty sure you changed the password, because that would have been like the first thing you would do besides changing the email. But every time I submit an email thing, it goes straight to his box. So that really sucks. I can't log in. I can't change it. And I have reported it to Instagram 3 times, I think, and it's still up. So I don't know why they're not taking it down. I'm pretty sure he did hack into my personal Instagram account. I'm not 100% on it, but I'm pretty sure he did. Again, I'm not 100%, but maybe. He also hacked into my Facebook page. Did the same thing with my Facebook page as he did with the doll Instagram. Thankfully, he didn't change the email and password because of the fact that Facebook notifies me if someone tries to change my information. And I'm like, huh? Who's trying to do what now? So, no choice. I decided to delete my Facebook page, which was fine. Honestly, I don't care. I really wish I kept some of the pictures, but what can you do now, huh? Thankfully, I still had an old Facebook account from 9 years ago that I abandoned because I got on a stupid name restriction. So, like, how you spell my nickname requires 2 S's. So I used the German symbol for the double S. So, in a sense, my name is right in Germany. But Facebook is Facebook, and they're like, no, that's not your legal name, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck you. And they put me on like a 6-month probation, which apparently is still going on 9 years later because I deactivated the account. Yeah, actually, that kind of makes sense why I'm still on probation, because I think they just continued on from when I last... Oh my god. So... Yeah, he did that. And I had to delete it. And then yeah, Facebook page, current one that I'm on. Yeah. So... Yeah, great. So there's that. Then in February, so keep in mind, I still have to play Civil. Which I don't know why I was playing Civil. I don't know why I was giving him time of day. To be honest, I think because I was so tired of him crying to people and people messaging me. Like, how the hell are they getting my cell phone number? Type of harassment. Like, I was getting personal text message harassment from, like, a bunch of people. Which I should have just changed my phone number then, but no, I did not. And I didn't want to deal with it, so I just gave him an hour of my time once in a while. I only spent Valentine's Day with him because I did not want to be harassed. I did not want, people going to my, at the time, because my YouTube account was still up at the time. I didn't want people going to my YouTube account and posting shit on my videos because I didn't do Valentine's Day with him. I hated it. I was happy that he cooked my steak rare because that's how I eat it. But I hated every moment of it. And I think what I hated most was how much good behavior he had. Like, he was on his damnest best behavior that I have seen in a long ass time. And I knew it wasn't all an act. I knew it was fake. So, I spent 3 hours. Honestly, it was just 3 hours too many. I gave in to his demands. He wanted me to wear my wedding dress that he actually bought me as a birthday present 10 years ago. And, which I did. I didn't care. Whatever. I still fit into it. That was pretty cool. But, no, I hate every minute. I wanted to leave just so bad. I hated that I missed a Friday fun day with Love and our friend to deal with the 3 hours of that I went through. So then he decides to do marriage counseling, to which I was like, no, I don't want to be with you. I don't like you. I hate you. I hate you with the fire of 100 suns. I hate you that much. And, so, yeah, he proposed that. And then I think on Monday or Tuesday after Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day was on Friday. On Monday or Tuesday of the following week, I get a text message. And the only reason I'm going to say the person's name in this text message is because I'm pretty sure this is not the person's real name. This person, AJ, tells me that he is a friend of Love's and that Love had said pretty bad things about me. And even included screenshots. It had his name, his phone number, and I read the messages that I'm pretty sure were fake, because you can totally fake that stuff. And, I mean, to be honest, the things that were said actually were true about me. Yeah, they were pretty damn true. Basically that I am emotionally unstable, a ticking time bomb, stuff I really can't deny because I say that about myself all the time. And then I read the part, it was like 2 or 3 text message pages. I read the part how I'm just being strung along until someone better comes. And that hurt. Because of the fact that I had spent Thursday night to Friday with Love. That's how I wanted to spend my Valentine's Day. I couldn't have that. So we spent it together Thursday night to Friday morning. And, so I'm reading these text messages that supposedly were sent to, and I was crushed. Like, crushed. And then I'm like, wait, how did you get my cell phone number? Which, I never got a response back. Which is why I'm also pretty sure that these were fake. And by, either by dipshit or by someone that he knows. Because of the fact I never got an answer, And even so, how would he had gotten my cell phone number? So, but at the time, it did not occur to me that these could be fake because I was actually deeply hurt by the last part of what was said. And I messaged Love. I said, do you know some guy named AJ? And he's like, who? I said, I got some text messages and, you know, yeah, what they say about me, I can't deny. But are they true? Did you send these? Did you say these about me? And he rushes over because at this time, Love had I gave Love a key to my apartment after my lecture changed. He comes over, like rushes over, and looks at my phone. Sorry, and he's like, what the hell? I would never say this about you. I said, so they're not true. He's like, absolutely not. And I said, I believe you. I mean, I was crushed, to read that, especially, with what was said. So after he told me that what was said was not true, it's when I started to think, what if it was Dipshit? Or Dipshit's really good friend who I'm considering name dropping. So you move on from there. Social media pages, yeah. I decided, due to the fact that we've had 3 marriage counseling sessions because this was something I wanted years ago that he just decided he wanted now because he apparently decided he wanted to do everything that I wanted when it was frickin' too late. And I told the counselor and him straight out, I want nothing to do with him. I hate him with a passion. I hate him a lot. There was a point where I actually said in the heat of anger that I wanted him dead. Do I really? I can't lie. No, I don't. Because murder is wrong on so many levels. But if he died from cancer or pissed off the wrong person and they killed him or whatever, I would not feel bad. I wouldn't be sad at all. Actually, I would feel the most free ever in my life. Yeah, that's right. The day he dies is the day I can truly say I am free. When my divorce gets finalized, which, by the way, is another video, which is just really difficult right now. Sure, I'll have my freedom back, but I'll still live in fear. So, honestly, the day he dies, this day I get true freedom. I know that sounds terrible. No one go out and kill him for the sake of me, but that's the truth. I was also the one who really canceled the marriage counseling because I told her straight out, I hate him. There's nothing that's going to be done. He's not getting it through his thick skull that I want nothing to do with him. And I even said, because he brought up Love during a session, saying how I cheated on him with Love and all that. I said, whoa, no. technically, I did not. Technically, when I declared our relationship over, that was it. That was when I threw up my hands and said, fuck off. Is it technically cheating because I am still married? That's up for interpretation. Yes, because the whole marriage vow. But at the same time, no, because I declared the relationship over. Also, he can't say that I'm the only one who cheated because dude had a girlfriend after me. Ha! Anyway, so, yeah. Yeah, there was that. So, after I, basically started fresh and everything, yeah, God. He decided to bring adoption in. I'm like, no. He's like, well, the kid is going to need a mom. And I said, that's not going to be me. Okay, honestly, I would love to adopt. I'm open to adoption. I am not open to adopting with him because nobody needs to go through that. I don't trust him with animals. That's a separate video for another day or later tonight, depending on when I do this. So I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, well, we'll adopt a girl, and we'll name her Sadie. And I'm like, no. Do not bring Sadie into this. Now, for those of you who don't know, because I haven't done a video about her yet, Sadie is my first American Girl doll. Who I had as a doll daughter during that relationship because of the fact no kids. Coping. So that really peeved me. I'm like, no. So he brings up during marriage class. I'm like, no. And yeah, he brought Love up. And I told the counselor straight out, even if I wasn't with Love, there would be no way in hell I'd be going back to him. No way. So, yeah, he brings up adoption, and I'm like, no. And then with the encouragement, this was, I believe, still February. Oh my God, February was so busy. With the encouragement in February from my care coordinator, I filed a restraining order for domestic violence because, gosh damn, I am a walking billboard of it. I have so not counting surgical scars, or the one I inflicted during a fight that he had with my parents, and it was to make them stop, and I acted irrationally because I do think rationally even when irrational, which makes zero sense. I actually can't believe I did what I did. So other than that, I have 1 scar on my arm, 3 scars on my right eyebrow, and 1 scar right here. And that's why I wear bangs, is because I don't want to see it. Even though it's actually an indent, unlike the rest of my scars. The fact is that it's there, and every time I see it, I hate myself because it's there. And you're probably thinking, but Alchemy Princess, why you hate yourself for the scar and not him? It's because this was the first injury I got after going back. And there was stitches. I mean, I had stitches on all 3 of the ones on my eyebrow, and I had stitches right there too. So, those aren't even, oh, I also have a scar in the back of my head, but that's for a different story, a different video. So, I just no. So, as saying, the court, even on my right hand, I feel like gesturing with my left. I don't know why I feel like gesturing with my left. I'm right-handed and right dominant, so I'm not really sure why. But maybe I. Okay. So the court day is chosen. And it's St. Patrick's Day. And I go for the restraining order. And I was hoping so deeply I would not have to see him. I had to see him. And I tell them my side of the story. And all he had to do was either admit guilt, which, let's be real here, or defend his case. Which one do you think he did? If you think admitting guilt was the answer, you'd be wrong. And I obviously don't know him that well. Especially for those who know who I am and know who he is. Anyway. So he tells the courts basically that I'm making everything up, despite the fact that I have all scars. And that we spent Valentine's Day together, which, really, it's not like I wanted to. And I even told him that like a bajillion times. I did not want to, but I still did anyway. Oh, and in the kicker, here's the funniest part, and this actually made my jaw drop and made me want to go, that did not happen, was he accused me of abusing him. And I'm like, in what universe? Like, seriously, in what universe would I abuse you? What can I do? I'm like, you're like 2 of me, and you're scary as fuck. I wouldn't even dare. I think I actually hit him, ever, twice. And that was, many years apart, and that was because of the fact I was defending myself. So, no way in any universe did I hurt him. I couldn't defend myself. The judge didn't give me a time to respond, which I really wish she did, because oh my god, I had so many things to say. But she granted me a 4-year restraining order. Which I found out that because he got evicted. He got evicted from the apartments that we live at. I found out that he is not required by law to notify the courts where he is. Even if he did, the courts are not required by law to tell me where he is. Yeah. Restraining orders are pointless. He off and on until maybe 2 months ago was giving me back some of my stuff that he still had at his place. He gave me back a Hello Kitty pillow that I had, a magnet that I had, and I don't know why, this is actually quite random, he gave me back my GameCube. That, like, half-ass works, because I've had it since, like, 2003, and it, like, doesn't really work. Those were, like, the 3 things he gave back to me. What I really, really, really wanted back were my senior pictures. Now, I didn't want them because they're my pictures. I mean, yeah, they're my pictures. I'm the one who's in them. But I didn't want them back for that. I could totally care less about that. The reason why I wanted my pictures back, which is a black book, the reason I wanted that book back was because there were pictures of me and my dog, Aiko. And dipshit knows how much that dog meant to me and still does mean to me. She's been gone for like 12 years and I still cry thinking about her, and I only had her for 6.5. I loved that dog. I still do. And he won't give me my pictures back. The pictures that I have of me and her, he won't give them back. Thank goodness I had the sense of actually taking pictures of those pictures when I did have the book in my custody. He doesn't know that I did. The reason he won't give me back the book is because he knows I will show love those pictures. And the last thing he wants is for someone else to see what he considers his. That's how he is. That's how dipshit is. He sees people as property. So, because of the fact that, yeah, I would have shown love that book. Because honestly, I am quite proud of that book. I actually think I look pretty damn cool in that book. That's why he won't give me back the book. And it got to the point that the last time I had an altercation with him, I should have just said, I will drop the restraining order if you give me back my book. Now, I know a lot of you be like, I'll bring Princess. The fuck? Why would you give up your protection? Well, here's the thing. At the time, I did not know about the fact that he can go anywhere and not tell the courts where he is. And I also did not know, because I found this out actually at the same time as I was researching this, is that they don't have to tell me where he is. I kind of wonder if it's vice versa. I actually wonder if I can do the same thing. If I can move and they not tell him where I'm at. I do wonder if that is a thing. Which honestly makes restraining orders completely pointless. And why he was not given a distance to stay away from me, I do not know. I don't understand. While I'm glad the judge granted it, I don't think she really gave a fuck about the situation. I don't remember who she was. I don't even care anymore. So, yeah, that was March. I basically avoided being home as much as possible. I stayed at Love's place as often as I possibly could. I still do. I hate being here. which is a shame because I love my apartment. But I hate being here. I hate being alone because I'm terrified that dipshit is going to break in and kill me. Especially after these videos. So, yeah, that was, so, yeah, that was March. April came and went, same thing. I couldn't, up until mid-May when there was an altercation. I went to run an errand and I saw his new girlfriend by the laundry room and I was thinking, should I just go around? Or should I take the risk and take the shortcut through? Boy, do I wish I went all the way around. So, from the privacy of his window, because dude can't face somebody, face to face, he is such a freaking coward. Yells out, insults my appearance, and I'm like, are you for real? Now, in a second, I am thinking of like multiple things I could do or say. And trust me, I had so many things to choose from. But I picked one that was more of a test than really a defense. And I'm not going to say what I said, because everyone's going to be like, oh, but Alchemy Princess, you shouldn't have said that. That's so mean. Yeah. Well, okay, fine. Abridged version, I insulted his girlfriend. To be honest, the idea was to see what his response would be. And he failed. Like, uber failed. Instead of defending her, he just tries to insult me more. To which I'm like, dude, are you for real? You're not defending her, which means you probably think I'm right. But instead you insult me. Someone who you have said for eons that I am the most beautiful and all that girl that you have ever encountered and blah blah blah. So now I sum it up here, a hideous freak monster. Well, dude, you chose me. Kinda doesn't really say good things about you, does it? So, yeah. That was interesting. And, so, after shouting back and forth at each other, because he did go onto his balcony to say other stuff to me, to which I'm like, dude, are you for real? He threatens to call the cops. And I'm thinking, you can't be that stupid to call the cops on me. Now, here's why that would be the stupidest thing you could ever do. Or for him to do. Number one, he yelled at me first. He's the one who decided to verbally assault me. I could have just walked away. I could have not said anything at all. But if you know me, then you know I'm going to, so why not, right? Because, to be honest, I kind of see any altercation with him as a game. Which sounds really sadistic and psychopathic, but after dealing with him for 20 years, can you really blame me? So there's that. 2. I know his secrets. I know what he does. I could easily bust him for drugs. Weed is still illegal in Wisconsin. So I could have easily busted him. Even if he had his stuff hidden, just the fact alone that I could have easily had pointed out the possibility of drugs could still have gotten him in trouble. And then there's 3. And the third is, he can't get me in trouble for anything because I don't do anything wrong. I have nothing illegal in my apartment. I didn't harass him first. I didn't leave him any notes, no messages, nada. I have there's nothing that would have gotten me in trouble. And then it goes to number 4. And the reason I choose this to be number 4 is because number 4 is my favorite number. And number 4 is, dude broke the restraining order. He is not allowed to contact me by any means necessary. He is not allowed to contact me. And he did. By shouting out to me, he broke the restraining order. Now, yes, technically returning my stuff would also be considered breaking the restraining order. However, because of the fact I was getting stuff back, I didn't care that much. I was like, I can see past this. However, by shouting out to me and having witnesses, keep in mind, it's springtime and people have their windows open. Sorry. There are witnesses around. Anybody could disprove that I harassed him first. Dude's a moron. So I'm like, so he says, I'm going to call the cops. I screamed, do it. And I walked to my apartment. And then I went onto my balcony because I'm thinking, dude cannot be this stupid. You have no idea how stupid you would have to be to call the cops on someone who, 1, knows all your damn secrets, and 2, you have a restraining order against. And yet you broke. And considering I have a difficulty lying, and I always tell, I 98% tell the truth. The only time I don't tell the truth is in person and when I tell people that I'm okay. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm ready to jump off the closest bridge. So other than that, I do not lie. I do not have much of a filter. Which is why I'll never be monetized. Yeah. So I'm on my balcony and sure shit, the cops come. And I'm like, you can't be serious. He actually called the cops. How stupid are you? So I run downstairs because I live on a second floor, and I go downstairs. I have the biggest smile on my face, and I am waving, which looks pretty crazy. It really does. But honestly, when I saw the cops coming, I said, "Oh, let the games begin," and I went downstairs. So I'm waving and smiling like a crazy person and laughing my ass off because I'm thinking, oh my God, you really couldn't be this stupid. And the cops come and they see me. Keep in mind, I'm closer to the street than he is at the time. And they ask me, they're like, are you the one who called? I said, oh no. he did. And I pointed over, and I'm like really trying, and I'm laughing. Like, I am seriously laughing because this is just unbelievable. And, so they're talking to him. I can hear some of the things he's saying. I'm laughing even harder because of the bullshit that was spewing out of his mouth. And, another cop car comes. And this time it's a lady cop, because the two cops that came before her were male. So a lady cop comes, and she comes to talk to me. And she's asking me, you know, what happened, you know, everything. So, I know, this is so bad. So, in between me laughing hysterically, I'm telling her everything that happened. From the moment that I took the shortcut to that point. Now, they're thinking, this lady's nuts. Why is she laughing her ass off? Here's the little kicker. He did not mention a certain piece of paper. I did. So as she's, you know, asking all these, you know, and things, I happen to mention, oh, by the way, I have a restraining order against him. Her demeanor changed. It went from a bored, oh my gosh, just another night of a domestic dispute, to restraining order? And I said, yes. And she asked me for the papers. I said, oh, give me 1 second. So I ran up, went to my my backpack purse, pulled out the restraining order, went back, and I showed it to her. And she said, oh, this changes everything. And she's like, okay, I will make a report, and, you know, and all that. And then she, she went and talked to her, what do fellow cops call each other? I don't know. Cop buddies? Why not? And she asks them, did he mention there was a restraining order? I didn't hear what was said, but I'm pretty sure they said no. So, you know, that was great. So that was the last time I had an altercation with him. I know he moved out June 1st. I did ask management when he was supposed to leave. As I am, I can't think of words right now. Entitled. I am entitled to know this sort of stuff because of the fact that the restraining order is the reason he got evicted. As they do not have patience for this shit. To be honest, I'm surprised they didn't move me. I think it's because of the fact that I am so patient. I pay my rent on time. I never give them any trouble. They seem to like me. So, I think that's why they let me stay and they kicked him out. But, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. So, me not knowing where he is actually makes me more afraid than before because of the fact of the complete unpredictability. When he was 20 feet away, I at least knew where he was. I know he was using his girlfriend's kids to make me jealous. Not that it worked. But, because I'm thinking, oh, it's only a matter of time until he shows his true colors. So, so there was that. So, you know, him not being 20 feet away makes me more scared because of the fact I don't know where he is. And the fact that he knows where I am. And there is a part of me that thinks that maybe he won't come after me. Maybe he'll, not be himself. But then maybe I'm thinking that he's doing that to give me a false sense of security and then ambush me, because that's something that he might do. And because of that, having a restraining order is still, and again, I'm saying this again, pointless. Because if he kills me, I can't report it because I'd be dead. Yeah. So I'm trying to file for divorce. I don't know how to find him. I'm told that the courts can do it if I tell them I don't know where he is because he's homeless right now. I did find out, I'm not going to say how in this video, that he is homeless. Therefore, this is going to make things a little difficult. Now you're thinking, now Alchemy Princess, why don't you reach out to his family? I tried that. So, his mom won't respond to my text, which is like, whatever. His one sister who I still talk to doesn't know where he is. Again, I found out through a source that his family wants nothing to do with him. To which I'm like, okay, great. Because, dude, you deserve this. I don't know what changed your mom's mind, because your mom was also on Team Dipshit, but the fact that she wants nothing to do with him makes me really wonder what happened. And no one is telling me anything. Like, I even reached out to Sam's sister and said, yeah, someone reached out to me, told me that no one is associating with him what happened, and I never got an answer. I know she read it, but she never answered. Yeah. So, this January till now, 5 months, is what I've been going through. The aftermath. I cannot wait to do video 3, because video 3 is actually going to make me happy. So, stay tuned.